A very warm welcome to all the students of Thakur Vidya Mandir High School and Junior College. Keeping up with our motto, let learning be a joy and teaching a pleasure. Here we are with remote teaching and learning process to bridge the gap. Happy learning, students. A warm welcome to all the students. Today we are going to study a new topic in English grammar, that is verbs. Hello students, I am Miss Jazel De Silva, teacher of Thakur Vidya Mandir High School and Junior College, will be presenting this topic to you all. Also, we'll thank Miss Rumpa for helping me throughout this. I request each and every student to please take down notes. It will be very useful for your exams. First, let's understand the concept of verbs. What are verbs actually? Verbs are words that show an action or state of being. That means any kind of action that you do, for example, eating, sleeping, singing, studying, any kind of action that you do are known as verbs. Verbs are the action words in a sentence that describes what the subject is doing. It is called the soul of a sentence. Every sentence must have a verb. It is very important in any sentence to have a verb. I repeat once again, verbs are action words. Any action that you do or the subject that is doing in a sentence is called as verbs. Further, we will move to various examples and its types. Once we get to know these types, you all will understand the concept of verbs. Here are few examples where you all will understand what exactly is the meaning and the concept of verbs. He ran away. Now, in this first sentence, the word ran is a verb because it is showing some kind of action to us, and therefore the word ran is a verb. Now we shall move ahead to our next sentence. That is, she eats chocolate cake on Sundays. Now over here the word eats is a kind of an action, and therefore eat eats is a verb. Now we shall move ahead to our next sentence. The horses gallop across the field. Now you all must be thinking, what is the meaning of the word gallop? A gallop is the fastest pace of horse with all the feet off the ground together in each stride. The simplest meaning, the meaning of the word gallop means run or rush. So the horses gallop across the field. That means the horses runs across the field. So the word gallop is a verb because it is showing some kind of action. Run, eats and gallop are the action parts of the sentence. Thus they are verbs. Now we shall move ahead to our next example. I am a student. Now, in this particular sentence, I is a subject, am is a non-action verb. A non-action verb means they describe the state of being. Sometimes in a particular sentence, we won't get action words. Words like am, are, was are some of non-action verbs. So in any sentence, if we don't see action words like eat, ran, studying, then don't get confused. Also, we have non-action verbs, that is am, are, was. All these words are known as non-action verb. We are circus performers. Now over here, the word are is a non-action verb. The sky was clear yesterday. The sky is the subject. Sorry, was is a verb. Clear yesterday is the object. It is describing the subject, the sky. So I hope you all understand the difference between action verb and non-action verb. Action verb are some kinds of action that a particular subject or a person is doing. A non-action verb is there is no particular word as action. Words like am, are, was, these words are not showing any kind of action, and those words are known as non-action verbs. Even they play a very important role. In a particular sentence, if we don't get words like ran, eat or any, we will have words like am, are, was. These words are known as non-action verbs. Few examples of verbs. I go to play every day. Now, go is showing some kind of action. That means you don't automatically reach there. You must be going walking or by cycling. So, some kind of action is there. Play is also an action. I go to play every day. I sleep at 8 p.m. every day. To sleep is kind of an action that you're doing. We wash our hands every time we eat something. Eat is an action. Wash, when we wash our hands, that also is an action word. We are doing some kind of action like rubbing. Don't go outside. Again, go is an action word. Come inside. It's very cold outside. Come is an action word. And the primary function of a verb is to tell what action is being performed in a sentence. As I've mentioned, that the job of a verb is an action word. It tells us an action that is performed by any subject or anyone in a particular sentence. Types of verbs: action verbs, linking verbs and helping verbs. Action verbs that we just studied about. Any kind of action is known as action verbs. Linking verbs we will be studying, and helping verbs I have made a separate video for helping verbs. Helping verbs are also known as modal auxiliary verbs. Helping verbs are also known as modal auxiliary verbs. Action verbs. Action verbs, also called dynamic verbs, expresses an action whether it be a physical or mental action. An action verb explains what the subject of the sentence is doing or has done. Action verbs can be either transitive or intransitive. Transitive or intransitive video I will be preparing very soon. Over there, I will be explaining your in-depth transitive or intransitive verbs. Now, let's focus only on action verbs. Action verbs means it is showing some kind of action in the sentence and it explains what the subject of the sentence is doing or has done. She accepted the job offer. Now, the word accepted, that means it is showing some kind of action that she has accepted the request. And if we ask the question what she accepted, then we will get the answer, the job offer. So in a particular sentence, if we ask the question what, and it will automatically give us the object of the sentence. The next sentence: the birds sing songs every morning. The bird is a subject over here. Sings is some kind of action that the bird is doing. Now, if we ask the question, what the bird sings, It will give us the answer song every morning. So action verbs are some kind of action that particular sentence is doing or has done. We shall move ahead to our next type, that is linking verbs. Linking verbs are they link the noun or pronoun in the sentence with their description. For example, she looks beautiful. She over here is a pronoun. Beautiful, the word beautiful is describing she, and the word looks is a linking verb. It is also known as helping verb, but to be more specific, it is linking. It is known as linking verb. They do not tell anything about action being performed in a sentence. There is no action that is performed in a sentence. Just remember one thing, in linking verb, the particular sentence will not tell you any action that is there performed in a sentence. It is linked by noun or pronoun in a sentence with their description. We shall have few more examples and then your concept will be clear. To be more clear, linking verbs are verbs that serve as the connection between a subject and further information about the subject. It is like a predicate. The verbs that describe the subject connecting to predicate is known as linking verb. They do not show any action, rather they link the subject with the rest of the sentence. For example, she. Over here, she is a pronoun. It is the subject. Is a nurse. It is a predicate. It is linking the subject she. The next example, the children had snacks and ice cream at the party. The children over here is the subject and the rest of the sentence is a predicate. The word had is linking the subject. I hope your concept of linking verb is clear. A linking verb acts as a predicate. The subject will be only one. The rest of the sentence is the predicate. The starting word of the predicate is the linking verb. Now we have another example. He has a big car. He is a pronoun. A big car is a description of the pronoun he, and has is a helping verb. The helping verb has is linking the pronoun he with its description. Now this helping verb has is a linking verb. It is linking the pronoun and also the description of the pronoun. Therefore, words has is a helping verb. I have a small exercise for you all just to check whether you all have understand today's topic. Here, you all have to underline the action verb. Just for your quick revision, an action verb is a word that shows what someone or something is doing. You have to underline the action verb in each of the sentences below. Sun listens to his favorite music. Now, in this particular sentence, check which word is an action verb, and accordingly, you all have to mark the rest of the sentences. I will give you one answer. Sal listens to his favorite song. The word listens is an action word. It is showing some kind of action that Sal is doing. Now the rest sentences you all have to do. Pause the video right now and first mark or underline these sentences in your book and then play back and check your answers whether you all have got the correct answers. I hope and I believe that everyone has got these answers. If you all have got these answers correct, that means whatever I thought in the simplest manner was very helpful, and that means you all understood the concept of action verbs. Now we have one more small test for linking verbs. Let's get started with our next test. Now we shall have a quick revision test for linking verbs also. Let's revise what is linking verb. A linking verb joins the subject and the predicate of a sentence. Words like am, is, are, was, were, be, being, been. Such words are known as linking verbs. Now you will have to underline the linking verb in each of the sentence. Remember, the subject, there will always be a subject in a particular sentence. After that, the remaining part of the sentence is the predicate. The subject will be in the start, the rest will be the predicate, and the verb which joins the subject and the predicate of a sentence is known as linking verb. I will solve one example for you. There are three children in the park. Now over here there is a subject. Are three children in the park? That is the predicate. Rest half of the sentence. Now the word are is a linking verb because it joins the subject and the predicate of the sentence. Requesting you all to please pause the video, solve these examples and then only move ahead. I hope that you all have got all your answers correctly. Hoping that you all have understood this concept very clear. I have made it very simple for you all to understand. Thank you students for your time. I hope this was very much helpful and productive for you all. Take care students. Have a nice day. Stay safe and stay healthy.